Hey guys, Ryan here. I'm coming at you with my Q&A that I've been trying to get out for the last week or so, and it just never worked out. The upload kept failing and stuff, so I decided just to scrap it, not re-render it, and just do it over. And it's okay because I forgot some of the questions anyway, so I'm sure I'll look at them in a fresh new way and forget what I said before. But let's go ahead and get started. The first two questions is from R.I.P. Myers, and his first question is, what is the worst horror film I have ever seen? I think it was The Blair Witch 2. That is the movie that I saw like when I was in junior high, and I really enjoyed the first Blair Witch, and I saw this one, and I was like, gosh, this was so awful. I hated it. I just really hated it. And it's funny because one of my favorite shows right now, Burn Notice, the lead character, played by Jeffrey Donovan, was actually one of the main characters in that film, and I didn't realize that until recently. So it's really funny that you asked me that question. And they also asked, do you like Asian horror films, and if so, what are a few of your faves? Well, I've actually not really seen any Asian horror films that I know of, so if you can you recommend some to me? I've always wanted to, and I'm kind of going through another horror movie kick again, so that's all I've been really watching, other than some other things. And I'll probably be watching them up until Halloween and my challenge that I'm doing. So, yeah, just recommend me some. I would love to get into some good Asian horror cinema. So, alright, let's go to the next one. This one is from Fits in a Box, and he says, what is your favorite Seinfeld bit? My favorite bit that he ever did was I think it was the one where he was mentioning I think it was in the first episode, because I have a stand-up DVD as well, and his CD, but I really think the one that I always enjoyed the most was the one where he talks about, like, the laundry, where he's talking about the socks, about how the socks just escape out of the dryer. That one, and the one where he talks about, you know, the commercials, the laundry commercials with the blood stains on it, and he's like, if you have blood stains, maybe laundry isn't your biggest concern right now, you know, that, and that always made me laugh. And so that's definitely my favorite one. Have you seen the movie Blood Diner, and what did you think of it? No, I've never seen that. I don't think I've ever even heard of it. Do you play any video games, or are you strictly a movie TV guy? If yes, what games include back in the old days? Well, I used to play like Mario and stuff like that, like on regular Nintendo, like NES. But really, I'm not really into video games at all. I don't even have games on my cell phone. Like, people download games and stuff. I've just never been a video game person at all. And which is funny because one of my brothers, he's about video games. He's with video games like I am with movies. He has an obsession with video games. You know, he always comments on stuff about video games, and he loves video games. And I think the last system I ever played was a Nintendo 64. But actually, the only game I actually really got into as, you know, an older kid was GoldenEye 007 on Nintendo 64. I played that for hours with friends, but that was strictly just out of fun. I didn't have any kind of competitive feel to it. You know, it was just fun. I think that's like one of the best multiplayer games I've ever played. And I have played Halo and stuff with friends, but it was never, I didn't really ever care, you know. I've never been a video game person. So, who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Well, let's see, I hope I don't forget anybody. Of course, Cool Duder is somebody I've watched since day one. Wet Movie 1, Robbie Webster, you know, Razman's Reality, John from the Flick Pick, you know, Razor Wire Reviews, you know, Luke, he's awesome. Dr. Hasline, Kevin, he's awesome. Of course, Zarin Isaac, Film Fan Pete, you know, Tadling76, he's new here on YouTube, he's awesome. And Chill Pilgrim. It's really funny because I watch all these guys' videos and I really look forward to them when they come on. But if somebody asks you point blank who your favorite YouTubers are, sometimes it's like they slip off you know, you can't even remember them. It's like when if people people ask you your name sometimes, you're like, oh, what's my name? Actually, that's never happened to me, but you know how like, kind of, like, what's your favorite bands? And people are like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden they have a blank. I look forward to everything. I'm really on a kick right now of watching the Flick Pick, a lot of his other stuff, because he's just so hilarious. And so, I don't know, his videos are just awesome. But everybody I mentioned are my favorites, and I'm sure there's others that I watch constantly, and I just can't. I just drew a blank. So, all right, what's the next question? This question is from The Walking Fish. Best film of the year and the films you're looking forward to the most. I'm really looking forward to The Hobbit, the new 007 movie. Especially Django Unchained. What are some other ones? Best film of the year. I guess the one I was entertained by the most was The Dark Knight Rises. I'm kind of drawing a blank with everything else. I'm a huge Wes Anderson fan and still didn't get around. I have not seen Moonrise Kingdom yet. So, anyways, yeah. Rob B626323 asked me, why did I start making YouTube videos? I've mentioned it before. I was at a job one time and I was sitting down on my break and I was like, man, I have a pretty big DVD collection. I would love to see if there's anybody on YouTube that has DVD collections. And if you Google, or if you go on YouTube and you put in DVD collection, Cool Duder comes up with all his stuff, because he was, like, I guess, one of the first people to start talking about their collection here on YouTube. And, you know, Zaron Isaac has done the same thing for a long time. And Cool Duder started. And I started watching some of his videos, and I didn't think anything of making my own. I was just entertained by just a person sitting there, you know, making YouTube videos. And then I saw in the recommendation box Robbie Webster, and it showed his first video that he ever did. And I watched it, and I was like, man, this is pretty cool, you know, community on here. And I started thinking, I really need to, you know, I think it'd be cool for me to start doing this. I love filming little short films and stuff with, you know, my family, doing stuff like that. I think it'd be a cool thing to do. It's been a little over a year and a half now, and I love it. I still love it. And so that's how I got started. Bertzilla92 asked me, will you be picking up the Criterion release of Godzilla? Do I own any of their DVDs? Actually, I own a lot of Criterion. Not a lot compared to some of these people, some people here on YouTube, but I do own a lot. And my Criterion DVDs are kind of, I guess you could say, right here. I got some right here, some up here. Sorry, it's the direction looking weird. But and also right here is my Godzilla DVDs. I don't own the Criterion of Godzilla yet. I really want to. I just haven't gotten around to picking it up yet. And one of the things motivating me not to do it is just because I already own the Toho Remastered Edition. Even though I would love to own the Criterion Edition. But, yeah. Wilfred125 asked me, do I prefer ketchup or mustard? Ketchup. I put ketchup on everything. Alright, let's go up a little bit. What are your honest opinions of The Dark Knight Rises? Have you seen the movie Stand By Me? And finally, are you excited to see Expendables 2 and Mad Max 4 Fury Road? I love The Dark Knight Rises. I did a review of it a few videos back where I go in depth about what I thought, but I loved it. I was 100% entertained by it. I love Stand By Me. In fact, one of the things that I've been doing lately is doing a lot of reminiscing, because I've been doing a lot of music, or listening to a lot of music I listened to, you know, when I was younger, just because, you know, iTunes and stuff, I'm able to get a lot of stuff that I used to have on CDs, and I kind of thought about Stand By Me, because I sometimes, you know, driving home, and like that video I did last day out and about where I took the long way home, and I thought, man, I really need to watch Stand By Me again, because that's pretty much what that movie is that, you know, Richard Dreyfuss is a character, kind of, he writes about his experiences as a kid, but the movie, you know, there's that scene in the movie where he's sitting in his car, just kind of, he's reading the paper and he's just kind of reminiscing, staring out at the car, which I think is I think it's a powerful movie. I love that movie. I'm excited to see the Expendables 2 whenever I do see it. I didn't really care for the first one, but Expendables 2 looked pretty awesome. I might just wait until that comes out on video, and I'm still saying video, comes out on Blu-ray to pick that up. And I'm excited to see Mad Max 4. The same director that's behind the original is behind it, and I think it'll be really good. Mr. Luby, I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing these. Do you play any musical instruments? Yes, I play the guitar, even though I haven't touched it in a little while. I play the bass guitar. I played trumpet, the French horn. What else was it? I forgot the name of it. I played it for like a couple months, but I played the trumpet and the French horn for like 6 years, and I've played the bass guitar for about 6 years as well. But I've only played the guitar for about a couple years. So, do you collect anything other than movies? I don't, but my wife collects books. She's a reader, and I'm a movie person, and we have books around the house, but I don't really think I collect anything other than movies, other than movie memorabilia and movie posters. So I'll have to show you guys that sometime. And the last question is from Robbie Webster. What are your favorite current TV shows? What are some of your favorite sci-fi films and or shows? My favorite current TV shows are, Lost is definitely one of my favorites, but that's not current anymore. Burn Notice. I really love watching Doctor Who. Man, I'm having a complete blank when it comes to TV shows. I can't even remember current TV shows. The main one, though, that I've been watching is Burn Notice. And, of course, I've been wanting to watch Fringe, and I haven't gotten around to that. I do watch, different crime shows. I watch Bones. I still haven't watched any of The Big Bang Theory. So, Robbie and Razman, you could go ahead and give me a hard time about that I still haven't. But some of my favorite sci-fi films is definitely Blade Runner, Star Trek, Star Wars. What else I got back there? Close Encounters of the Third Kind, definitely 2001. Sci-fi is always one of my favorite genres, and I've just always enjoyed it. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for the reflection of my laptop in my glasses, but hope you guys enjoyed my Q&A. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I will see you in the next video. Bye.